MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Scott Kazmir is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
In now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, when he's going good, there are very few guys as fun to watch as Hanley Ramirez. He enters play hitting over 400 versus left-handed pitching, and obviously he's got a lefty out there today. I'm looking for a laser show, something exciting out of him, no doubt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a blooper out toward left center. VR into shallow left, but he won't get there. It falls in. Here's J.D. Martinez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
First offering on its way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled away. Bogarts on third. Martinez is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Here's Mookie Betts, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Broxton is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Boston strands a couple, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Now batting, Jonathan VR. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air to right field. Betts has a read on it. 1 away.
Batting second, center fielder.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Count is 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's hitless in 6 tries. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Martinez to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Digging in now, Dustin Pedroia. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And Pedroia behind it a bit as he grounds this one to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat. Big time arm from right field as well.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first gets him, so Cashmere's looking good to start the inning. Here's Jackie Bradley now. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
Heading after it is Piscotty. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next up for the A's, Chris Davis. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League.
Red Sox.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Hot shot down the line. Devers has it. And that's out number 1.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Hanley Ramirez. You think he can handle first? I do. He came up as a shortstop. He's also dabbled at third base. Big time power, but soft hands over at the 1 bag.
Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Batting 5th, right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Stephen Piscotty. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup over the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only 1 gone.
The good news for pitchers in this part is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And nearly had him going back to second, but he's able to sneak back in safely. The 1-0 delivery. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Devers over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with two runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Sale sets. Here's the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2 the count to Jed Lowry.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Now a bouncing ball hit to Pedroia at second. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders. Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. Vasquez, a 27-year-old, he was a 9th round pick during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the Red Sox DH, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate. I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only 1 pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
The 2-1 home. Drilled right back up the middle. Lowry on to first, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Martinez is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So an inning-opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
A runner at first with no outs here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bradley patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Digging in for his second at bat, Keon Broxton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Betts has a read on it, 2 gone. Now the A's designated hitter, Marcus Semien, flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Sale sets. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Chapman is off at first with 2 away. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. So 1-1. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Striding in once again, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Line towards center field. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble. But digging in to try it again, Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. This is the final year of his current... Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Taken there by Lowry. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rafael Devers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Betts at third with 2 away. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
A little bouncer. Popped him up. Joseph over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Into the box, Tommy Joseph. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Betts. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Stephen Piscotty, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
First pitch of the at-bat, and that misses inside. 1-0. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. So striding in, Jed Lowry. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0. In the air, out to right. Betts has a read on it, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
0-1 pitch on its way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Missed with a slider.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Well, this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way out in front.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And here's a ball hit in the air.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Christian Vasquez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. In now, Eduardo Nunez. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now the 0-1. Down the third baseline. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Halfway home, still no score. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. A base hit in his first trip. 50th pitch of the game on its way. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jonathan Villar. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Marcus Semien.
Ready once again, Marcus Semien. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Sale sets. First pitch on the way.
Nope, that's a ball.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He was a double play victim last time around.
Xander Bogaerts.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-0. 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Here's Hanley Ramirez. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. First and second here with nobody out. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw will go to second as they get the course out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Betts carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And, looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. So 1-1 home. Hit back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out. And that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 delivery. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Ramirez over at second. Betts is over at first with one away. Popped him up. And this will land foul. The next 1-2 pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. To second for one. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. Ready for another shot now. Rafael Devers. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And a ball 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
3-0 to him now. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. 3-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. Ready for another chance? Jackie Bradley Jr. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Davis on the move.
But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area.
Pulled toward right center field. Broxton's on the move, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the A's nothing. Digging in once again, Chris Davis hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Tommy Joseph waits on deck. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Pedroia on to first to complete the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty. It was a walk in his last trip. Now here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And there's ball 2 now. Sale into the windup. Here's the 2-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here it's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Ready once again, Christian Vasquez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here it comes. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Another full count offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. VR waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Xander Bogaerts. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. That last pitch, number 80 for Kazmir. And here's a ball hit in the air. Piscotty on his horse, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that's going to spell the end of the evening for Scott Kazmir. James Hoyt will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 pitch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Got a piece. It's 2-2.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually does.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
1-1 to count. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead, and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. The Red Sox 4 and the A's nothing. Striding in for Oakland, Jed Lowry. No hits to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Chapman. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Down the first baseline, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at-bat. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's inside. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Popped him up. Pedroia is calling for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Striding in for Boston, Dustin Pedroia. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 hit to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rafael Devers. He singled his last time up. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Just hung in there on that one. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He'll start the inning and move back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so there's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. Solo shot that time for Keon Broxton. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Next up for the A's, Chris Davis. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lined into left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan to keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
Fouled away. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Cue shot here out towards short. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. Stepping into the box, Stephen Piscotty. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Sale sets. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. So 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. On to the 9th inning from the East Bay. The Red Sox 4 and the A's 1. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Boone Logan enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 1-2. In the air now out to left field. Davis has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Logan, a 6'5" left-hander. He was a 20th round selection during the 2002 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 2-1 home. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Your attention, please.
9th inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Craig Kimbrell with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Jed Lowry now. Matt Joyce will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Missed with a breaking ball. Kimbrell has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really 2 good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch coming, here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Lifted in the air out to right. Betts has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The batter, number 5.
Now at the plate, Jonathan VR. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Kimbrel pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrel. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless ninth inning to pick up the save. Business as usual for one of the best in the game.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game.